You're listening to Fin Point, the Miami Dolphin podcast, with your host, me, Isaiah G. Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Fin Point Podcast, your Miami Dolphin podcast. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's Wednesday, not Tuesday. Sorry about the delay. We usually post on Tuesdays, but we had a little bit of technical difficulties. So we're coming out today on Wednesday morning. I know how we usually do this. We usually do some key points, and I'll break down the game, and we'll have a discussion about where we need to take this thing with the Miami Dolphins. Is it defense? Is it Tua? His post-conference words after the game. Where can we go from here, right? Like, what can we do? Let's just jump right into it. We're going to dive into the game, a little play-by-play, a little analysis, and just how I feel how this game went, okay? Week 6, Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Chargers. This is the game. This is the game that was going to be the test. I mean, I think they've played 4 times already, Tua versus Herbert. The debate back and forth, should we have gone with Herbert? I was screaming top of my lungs on draft day that we should have took Herbert. We took Tua, and I've been hating everything since. So we opened this game up. All right, we opened this game up with probably exactly how you would think. We started off with a Tua interception. A Tua interception on a dig route, in route, breaking in with Jalen Waddle, slot position, 5 yards, breaks. Tua hangs on to this ball so long and then throws it. Let's give a quick breakdown, okay? Step back, Tua, boom. 5 yards, Waddle breaks, breaking in. Instead of throwing it when Waddle's supposed to break, holds on to it and leads him into the middle of the field. Jalen Waddle does exactly what he's supposed to do. He sees the linebacker is looking the other way. So does Tua. Tua, the middle linebacker, is facing the incoming tight end coming around this way. Jalen Waddle sees that. He breaks his route off, stops into the free space in the zone where he should be expecting the ball. Tua holds on to this ball way too long. He's looking right at him for some reason. I don't know why he doesn't throw it. When he does throw it, he leads him into the middle of the defense after Waddle has already sat into the open spot, waiting to receive the ball. Ball comes at him, leading him into the defense. He has to react instead of receive. Deflects it, bobbles it, falls into the hands of a Chargers receiver. Interception, Tua. Do not blame Waddle. That is a Tua interception. Okay, we're not at a loss, though. Our defense has been playing great. They show up this game. I'll give them kudos to the defense. Big hold. We hold them to a field goal, 56-yard field goal. We're penalized. They were lining up over the center. They get a fresh first down. We hold them again. Big sack from the big dog. Congrats. The first sack of your career, Kenneth Grant. We hold him to a field goal. Beautiful job, defense. Beautiful job. So you probably heard me talking about him last week. And you stepped up. Proud of you, bud. Proud of you. Kick return. We got to think about putting Malik Washington off return the ball because you got to actually destroy on this kick return. Get the ball, literally like clockwork. Tua launches a ball over Darren Waller's head while he's wide open on a crossing route, ending on the sideline. Throws it into the stands. Well, I don't know. That boo should have started there. Not yet. Okay, literally the next play. H-Chain in the backfield. We motion him out. We have an empty set, no running backs, all wide receivers. H-Chain is on the far right. Covered by a real corner. Shout out Nicholas Goodman. I saw your comment last week. Covered by a real corner. You know what route we sent him on? We sent him on a go route. Sent him on a go route. Offensive line is protecting the left side. Roll out to the right. He has to beat this linebacker. A one-on-one. More of an athletic design play for an athletic quarterback. We roll Tua out. He's not outrunning this linebacker or making a move on him. And we send H-Chain, the number 1 target, on a go route against the corner. The crossing route coming in the middle, that's all covered. It's all ate up. It's a coverage sack / just design. Bad design. Punt. They get the ball. Fumble. Huge fumble. Shout out Rasul Douglas. Punches out on Gadsden. Sideline. We get the ball back, baby. H-Chain. Touchdown. Our offensive line actually balled out this week. We played a lot of 12 personnel. We had a lot of just 2 tight end looks with A-Chain in the back, less motion like that, and just hitting the gap. Hit the C gap and let A-Chain do A-Chain stuff. Took it to the house. Down the sideline, huge touchdown. All right, 7-3. They get the ball back. We hold them to another big field goal. Our defense steps up again. Douglas makes a huge tackle stop. Field goal. A-Chain, big run to end the first quarter. Tua, another mistake by Tua. We're gonna demolish Tua this episode because I got my eyes on somebody, and if we get him, the Dolphins might be back. But until we get to that. Throwing. I remember on third down, we have a slow developing play. Tua throws it away instead of making an athletic play, rolling out of the pocket and throwing to your check down receiver. That would have probably picked up the first down and way more. So that was third down. We ended up kicking a field goal from far. We miss it. Can't put it on the kicker. No big deal. Big run by the Chargers. Big catch. Judon and Bonner, I believe, totally below the edge. They do not hold no edge on this run down the right side. We hold them again to a field goal. We get the ball back. We get blessed by the football gods that this corner was not looking at the quarterback. He was playing facing the receiver that was just doing a little comeback route that didn't come back to the ball really. But Tua picks up the ball, low snap, throws it immediately, doesn't even look at where the corner's at, hits basically the corner in the helmet, and we got away with one. We kick a field goal. This is a big field goal game. They get the ball back. They punt. We get the ball. A-Chain is amazing. He's running all over the place. 3 passes to him. He's making plays. We kick a field goal. End the first half. We're up 13-9. Chargers get the ball in half, and it is the Justin Herbert show starring Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert, I believe, goes they throw 11 passes in a row to drive down the field. Didn't get a dump in. Big strikes. Keenan Allen, big first downs. They go 3 for 3 on third downs. Touchdown. We get the ball back. Interception. INT. Mr. TUA. Jesus. That was an interception to A-Chain on another route breaking towards the middle. He's actually wide open. He throws this ball a little late, and he just doesn't have the arm strength to get it there. The defender just makes an above average play and breaks on the ball before A-Chain can get there. Our favorite receiver, Devon A-Chain, our star running back, is our favorite receiver. Throws that late, gets there late. Defense makes a good play. Interception. You give Justin Herbert the ball, he's going to score. It's a little rollout pass to the running back. Fitzpatrick is late getting over there. Not his fault, though. Just a little late. Touchdown, Vidal. Kick return. Malik Washington gets destroyed again. And it's like history repeating itself. Washington gets destroyed. Tua sails another ball over a wide open receiver. I think this time it was Waddle. Next play, we take a sack. We take a sack on another play that is first reason out there. Panic, backpedal, scared little boy Tua. We punt. We're down. 13-26 after the third quarter. They get the ball back. We just happened to turn everybody into. We made Rick Udado look like a Bo Jackson last week. We had Vidal looking like Emmitt Smith this week. He goes for 100+, and that's not even like our defense actually played pretty well. But they're not great. Our edge play needed to be. I was trying to figure out why certain people were coming in the game. Like they had Bonner coming in a lot. Set edges coming up from the secondary. Chubb was getting abused. Chubb actually played better than Judon, but these are just 2 older fellows that just lost a little bit of stuff there. Vidal goes for over 100 yards. We made everybody look good. Big play by Ingold. A-Chain touchdown by a drive that got saved by a couple penalties, got us down the field. But there were some good plays in between. Ingold, A-Chain definitely carried us down that way. We score. A-Chain touchdown, rushing touchdown, like 4-yard touchdown. Boom, we're back. We are so back. 20-26. Give him the ball. We hold him. KJ BRITT, boy. KJ BRITT, that boy played his ass off. Big tackle, big stop. Ends up holding him to a punt. They punt. We get the ball back. And the offensive coordinator, we put together probably the best drive I've seen all year. Maybe the best drive I've seen in the past 2 years. And we just boom, boom, do whatever we want. 27-26. Darren Waller scores a touchdown wide open back in the end zone. It's 27-26 with maybe no time left. I know it's 20-27. I remember looking at the clock with 34 seconds left. We give Justin Herbert the ball. Kick return. Our special teams is just letting up big runs. They take this kick return back to the 40-yard line. We get a sack. We show up big. We get a sack. We get another sack. Jalen Phillips wraps up Justin Herbert. Can't take him down. Herbert breaks the tackle. Big pass to Ladder McConkey on the sideline. They get into field goal range. Easy field goal range. I want to say down to the 20, down to the 15. 3 runs. Kick a field goal. We get the ball back with, 5 seconds left, I think. No shot, right? But we've seen the Miami Miracle. We have a little bit of a chance. And Tua throws his ball into triple coverage on a comeback route that's meant to be like to start the lateral play. And Derwin James is literally just beep, 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 looking directly at this receiver that's going to run the obvious route. It goes like this, comes back to the ball, someone runs across, you ladder it to him, and then it's backyard bullshit. Derwin James is literally on top of this guy, and so are 2 other defenders. Tua, and still throws it, gets picked off. They don't score, but they take it like to the 5-yard. Game over. And the Miami Dolphins are 1-5. That puts us at 1-15 against teams with a winning record. And then if that's not fireable offense, I don't know what is. So let's talk about it. I mean, there's some huge highlights. I mean, big shout-outs, big 3 fins, too. KJ BRITT, dude. KJ BRITT had an amazing game. But that red zone defense, the Chargers they played a good game. But we held them. Our defense showed up. They would get big plays here and there, but think of all the field goals they had. They had great field position to start off, especially against 3 interceptions from Tua. 3 interceptions. Fine. And Tua's first reaction is to smile. That's insane. He is laughing this one off. Another L. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter. If he doesn't care, it doesn't matter. And doesn't care, it doesn't matter to the captain of the team. And that's your reaction to losing to your arch rival, going 1-5, throwing 3 picks. And his first response after the game was to go out to a post conference and say these words.
Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late, guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that.
And I don't think he understands what he did when saying this. I don't think he understands exactly what happened. I don't think he understands what he said by saying what he said. I think he was thinking by being a leader, he needs to be a leader and call out his teammates for not showing up to whatever player-only meetings that he's calling. So the player-only meetings are being called by either him or defensive captain or someone with weight around the team. No staff, no coaching, players only. I'm assuming Tua is calling that meeting. And people are showing up late. People not showing up to it. Hey, Tua, it's because of you. And I'm sorry to tell you, but they're not. You're losing the locker room fast. You're calling people out every other week while trying to be a leader. How would you be a leader? This is internal affairs, dude. This is internal affairs with the team. I love what our starting center came out. Aaron Brewer came out and said he was asked about his thoughts on Tua's post games comments, and his response was beautiful. He said, "What happens within a team should probably stay within the team." Short, sweet, beautiful. That's why you're Captain Big Brew. There's got to be turmoil in the locker room. He's got to, dude. They're talking so much shit about this dude. But this guy sucks. This guy's throwing 3 picks a game, talking about this, talking about that, talking about us, talking about you, brother. Insane. Some positives to take away from this game, though. We had, like I said, we had KJ Britt balling his ass off. A-Chain, GRIER, God. Jalen Waddle showed up big time. And like I said, our red zone defense. Our interior boys, our young bloods, really. Kenneth Grant showed up. Jordan Phillips showed up. Benito Jones showed up. Sealer actually had the worst game on everybody. But we were plugging the holes. We were stopping. On paper, it didn't seem like we stopped the run pretty good. Badell had a day. But when we needed to stop the run, we had to buckle down in the red zone. We got it done. Okay. We got to look at what we can do moving forward, right? How can we make this team better now? I don't know now. Now just seems pretty much impossible. We got a young unit that I kind of like seeing start to mold together. They can get behind the right quarterback and the right coach. This could be a whole different team next year and a whole different franchise within 3 years. Right? That's a hard thing to come to fruition. It's a hard thing to make happen. But it has to start with GRIER, gotta go. McDaniels, head coach, McDaniels, not yet, dude. You're just not it yet. I'm just not there. The respect caliber isn't there. He might be a really, really, really dominant offense coordinator one day. He might get a ship. He might, and unfortunately, it's probably not going to be with us. There's no way. I don't think you can go from head coach to offense coordinator unless he checks his ego completely at the door, sits back, and understands his role, which I think he would be a great offense coordinator. But we get rid of him. We get rid of GRIER. Head coach, if we get rid of McDaniel now, we just hire from within. You hire a little somebody to get the boys fired up. The team knows who they want to be head coach, and it's looking like Weaver. I think I don't, but let's keep the OC back up top. Let Anthony Weaver take over at the end of the year. I'm okay with that. Who do we go after? I'll tell you really quick how we make this team good in 3 years, within the next 3 years. Maybe see a Super Bowl. Definitely see a playoff. First thing we do, we go after Eric Morris, North Texas. QB whisperer. This guy is an all-time eye for talent. He can build quarterbacks. He can build a team. He's our guy. You go after Eric Morris from North Texas. He found Cam Ward. He groomed Mateer. He is the best options as a head coach coming out. And I'm all in on Eric Morris. Cignetti is not going to be. Cignetti's not leaving Indiana. Gruden is not coming to NFL. Realistically, I'm not taking Franklin. Franklin is not a winner. We cannot have that. We are all in on Eric Morris. Please hire Eric Morris. The draft. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it hurts some feelings. This is where you're gonna disagree. This is where you're gonna disagree, and you might hate me, but this is where it's gonna be. Figure out what we can get. We got what our needs are. Our needs are DB, corner, edge rusher, quarterback, right? So we need quarterback, DBs, and maybe a young linebacker. How we get that? We gotta sell Waddle. We gotta sell Tua somehow. We get as much draft as we can get. Our best trading piece has got to be Waddle. I think you hold on to A-Chain, unless we can probably pick up. For some reason, if we can sell these trades, trade A-Chain only if we can get multiple first-round picks. Fire McDaniels. Fire GRIER. Bench Tua. We draft either John Mateer, Dante Moore, or Fernando Mendoza. You bring Fernando Mendoza home to the Miami Dolphins, you start building a culture. He's a Miami-born Latino at quarterback, 22 years old, 23 coming out of the draft, one of the highest QBRs coming out of the. And he's coming to Miami. You got a Miami boy with named Mendoza on the back of his jersey playing for the Miami Dolphins. You're selling tickets immediately, and he's a fucking stud. I love him. You sell A-Chain only if you can get another one, because we're going after Jeremiah Love, or we go after Ruben Bay Jr. out of Miami. Edge rusher, dominant. I love everything about him. You don't go him, you go Harold Perkins Jr., linebacker out of LSU. I mean, take Mateer out of Oklahoma quarterback if you can't get Mendoza. I'm cool with that too. You get Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame running back only if you sell A-Chain for multiple first-round picks. Then we go linebacker. You got McCoy, cornerback from Gerard McCoy from Tennessee. That's DB I like. Caleb Downs, there's no way we get Caleb Downs out of Ohio State. But if we sell Waddle and A-Chain, Sealer, and stack with, dude, the D tackle out of Florida, Caleb Banks, is a dog. He's like 6'6", stuff in the middle. Great D tackle. O tackle out of Florida, Austin Barber. Baller, stud. You go after these players, I guarantee. We're in a Super Bowl in 3 years. Mendoza, Moore, or Mateer. That's your quarterback. You go after Jeremiah Love, and you get a big stud linebacker. And we're back. Daniels is out. There's life in Miami again. The city sells itself. We're going to sign free agents. Why would they come to Miami? We got Tyreek Hill because he was dumb enough to not watch Tua's highlights. He catches a couple balls from him, and he's like, "You're the most accurate quarterback I ever had." Loser. I mean, if Tyreek's done, but if we can get Tyreek, get him out of here. Speaking of Tyreek, are we better without Tyreek? I mean, Jalen Waddle's target rate, I think, went up like 10%. He's became the focal point. Tua even looks better without Tyreek. Maybe because that, folks, like I said last week, there's confusion or him demanding the ball, demanding Tua to look at him first, not reading into the reads, even though he can't go past the second read. I don't know. But our offense looks way better without Tyreek, and that's just a fact. A-Chain's A-Chain. This week he got his first 100-yard game. Shout out to A-Chain. Shout out to the O-line. Shout out to the boys in the front. Our offensive mentality was definitely different this game. We run a lot of 21 personnel, and we sucked. This game, I think we ran like 40% of our plays were 12 personnel. 12 personnel being one running back, two tight ends. 21 personnel being two running backs, one tight end. I think we really devoted our time to the run and didn't shy away from it. A-Chain is not really a power back. The way he was hitting the holes, the way our own line moved, this game made it very easy, very smooth running game. And it looked really good to watch. I was really excited about that. Yeah. I just don't know how McDaniels can survive another week. Titans coach gets fired for 1-5. You got the Jets coach looking like he's gone. Somebody else got fired. 1-5. How's McDaniel keep his job? How? I don't know. I don't know. All right. That's going to be our episode of FinPoint Podcast, Week 6 coverage wrap of the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Miami Dolphins lose 27-6. Thanks for listening. Please come back. And if you're not already subscribed or following, please subscribe on Spotify and YouTube. Till next time, goodbye. You're listening to FinPoint, the Miami Dolphin podcast, with your host, me, Isaiah G.